Well, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody from Effin, County Limerick. And I thought it would be fitting to maybe put together like a little historical tour of the local graveyard. It's quite interesting. So over here in the middle of the graveyard, we have the old church. Now, it's not the original church, but it's definitely goodness, over 1,000 years old, I would imagine. So I won't put a date on it, but there has been a church on or near these grounds since the time of Saint Effin, Eimhin. He was the son of Owen, and he lived in the 6th century. So sometime in the 6th century, Effin, Eimhin again, would have set up his abbey. It would have been over there, I think. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure it was over there. The church was built here. Now, there's lots and lots of interesting stories about the parish of Effin. It's very tied to the Sliabh area, which is basically North Kerry, West Limerick area, where people would have been exiled to after the Second Desmond Rebellion. The Geraldines, or the Earls of Desmond, were deposed. They were defeated by the Tudors at the time. And then the plantation of Munster happened. So the people that are buried here, the reason all of that is relevant, the people that are buried here, they or people belonging to them, or quite a few of them, would have been from other parts of Ireland. I know that my family came from County Waterford and were moved westward at the time of the Second Desmond Rebellion. And they all coalesced around Castle Island and County Kerry. Gentleman who's buried here, James Shanahan, would have been kinfolk, as they say in the south. He would have been a relative, for sure. Possibly from County Waterford, driven west with the. He was fighting with the Geraldines, they were basically fighting for their survival. My own ancestors made their way up to the mountains around West Limerick and carved out a home in what then was called unforfeited land. There's a whole complicated story about that, and I won't go into it at this point. Again, one final interesting, fascinating story. Locally, there's a chalice that dates back to before the time of the Vikings. It's local, I won't say where it is, but it still exists. And the story is that when they knew the Vikings were coming, they buried the chalice across the road from the church. And it remained there for a while, and then after the threat of the Vikings coming and taking away the chalice was over, it was dug up again, and it still exists locally. Anyway, that is all for now, and once again wanted to say